Have you ever wondered how a company like Apple or Google manages to pay millions of app developers their exact cut every single month without missing a beat? Well, the secret is in these two powerful but often confused concepts: the provider contract and the partner agreement. So today, let's pull back the curtain and really figure out what these two pillars of the digital economy are all about.
Just think about it for a second. These massive platforms, they're paying millions of individual developers the right amount on time every single month. How on earth do they manage that kind of complexity? And it's the same question for software companies with their huge global networks of resellers. The scale of these operations is just staggering.
Well, it all comes down to expertly managing these incredibly complex revenue-sharing ecosystems. And this isn't just an App Store thing. This is the absolute backbone of telecommunications, digital media, enterprise software, really any industry that relies on partnerships to get its products and services to market.
So how does a system like SAP BRIM even begin to tackle this? It's actually all about this brilliant, really clean separation of duties. It takes a single business event and splits it into two totally distinct parts. You've got the sale to the customer, and then you've got the settlement with the partner. And understanding this split, that's the key to unlocking the whole thing.
This breaks it down perfectly. You can think of them as two sides of the very same coin. On one side, you have the provider contract. That's your relationship with the person actually buying your service, your sales agreement. On the other side, you have the partner agreement. That's your B2B deal with your partner, your payout agreement. Now, they might use similar technology under the hood, but what they do for the business is fundamentally different.
Let's dive a little deeper into the provider contract first. The best way to think about this is like the master file for a customer subscription. It holds all the critical info, what they bought, how long the contract is for, the specific pricing, any usage allowances, literally everything. Any charge that shows up on a customer's final invoice, it starts right here, from the rules defined in this contract.
Now, the partner agreement, on the other hand, is not about a sale to the partner. No, this is all about how you share the revenue from a sale with that partner. It contains all the financial settlement rules, things like the commission rates for a reseller or the revenue sharing percentages for a content creator. This contract is all about how money flows out to your partners.
Okay, so we've got these two separate worlds, right? One for the customer sale and one for the partner payout. The real magic, of course, is how they talk to each other. So let's see how this all connects.
And here it is. The link is just beautifully simple. Any transaction that happens under a customer's provider contract, whether it's a purchase, a usage event, or just a monthly fee, that single event is the trigger. It's like the starting gun that automatically kicks off the entire settlement process with the partner.
This really shows the domino effect perfectly. Let's walk through it. So, step one, a customer makes a purchase. That gets recorded against their provider contract. That's the first domino. Instantly, step two happens. The system looks up the right partner agreement that's linked to that sale. Then, step three, it applies the rules from that agreement, say a 70% revenue share, and calculates the partner's cut. And finally, step four, it posts that payable amount directly to the partner's account. All of it automated, all of it happens in an instant.
All right, theory is great, but this stuff really comes to life when you see it in action. So let's put it all together now with a couple of concrete, real-world scenarios.
First up, let's take a classic example we all know and love, the digital app store. We're going to imagine a user, let's call her Maria, buying a new game from a mobile marketplace.
So Maria finds a cool game she wants for $9.99. The moment she hits that buy button, that transaction is processed under her provider contract with the app marketplace. This is the sales side of our equation. The marketplace is selling that service directly to her.
But of course, the marketplace didn't actually make the game. A developer did. We'll call them Pixel Perfect Studios. And behind the scenes, they have a partner agreement with the marketplace. This chart right here shows the terms of that deal, a pretty standard 70-30 revenue split.
And here's the result. The instant Maria's $9.99 purchase is confirmed through her provider contract, the system triggers the logic in the partner agreement. A payable for $6.99 is automatically credited to the developer, and the marketplace recognizes it's $3 in revenue. No one had to do anything. It's just seamless execution.
Okay, that direct-to-consumer model is pretty clear. But now let's see how the exact same logic applies in a totally different situation, a B2B software reseller who's earning a commission on their sales. What this table shows us is that even though the players and the terms change, the fundamental structure is identical. Our end customer is now a company, City Planners, LLC. Our business partner is a reseller, Innovate Solutions. The reseller brings in the deal. The software company then sets up a direct billing relationship with City Planners using the provider contract. But the system never forgets who brought them that business. Every single month, when City Planners pay their subscription bill, that partner agreement, with its 20% commission rule, automatically kicks in, calculates that share, and credits it to the reseller. It's a totally different business model, but the core principle is exactly the same. A sale triggers a settlement.
I think this quote just sums up the entire concept perfectly. The sale to the customer, that's your provider contract. It's the engine that's generating all the value. And the settlement with the partner, defined in the partner agreement, that's the system that intelligently distributes the power from that engine.
And that really brings us to our final thought here. As more and more business models rely on subscriptions, on marketplaces, on channel partners, well, understanding this elegant split between a sale and a settlement isn't just some technical detail. It's a core strategic capability. It's what allows businesses to scale and automate. So the question on the screen is one we should all be asking ourselves. In this new partnership economy, is your business ready? Thanks for watching.